Welcome to CDL's Insights and Tips series. Leadership without heart is like a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. Charismatic leaders have plenty of heart. People across all cultures and industries are remarkably consistent in what they define as charismatic leadership. Of course, defining it and consistently applying the qualities are two very different things. More about that in a minute. What qualities are consistent with charismatic leadership? 5 are commonly named. Perhaps you could use these as a self-check. Vision, courage, approachability, challenge, and trust. The first one, vision. It's expected that charismatic leaders have a compelling vision that people want to follow. Secondly, courage. It's expected that leaders will do what needs doing no matter how tough. Third, approachability. This initially surprised me. After all, aren't charismatic leaders to be revered? But no. People want someone they can relate to, someone who listens to them, shows an interest in what they do. For some leaders, this is simply remembering people's names. And for others, it's really valuing what they do, no matter how humble their role. And at the other end of the spectrum, from approachability, is challenge. Charismatic leaders take people out of their comfort zone. Many find that hugely daunting. And that's where you need the 5th quality, trust. When people mention trust, their whole demeanor changes. It's at the very heart of people's willingness to commit to someone and a cause and make sacrifices. This could well be the deal breaker among those 5 areas. While we may admire people who are smart, quick-witted, and knowledgeable, if we don't trust someone, we instinctively withdraw from them. Our brains are simply wired that way. Of course, describing charismatic leadership and applying it consistently are 2 very different things. For the average leader who lives in a goldfish bowl, with every gesture, behavior, facial expression under scrutiny, things can often be misconstrued. People can misread behaviors, jump to the wrong conclusions. So being described as a charismatic leader is extraordinary. After all, people can misconstrue behaviors, misread situations, jump to all the wrong conclusions, which is where communication comes in. Communication is fundamental across all 5 areas. A vision has to be powerfully communicated for people to want to follow it. Courage has to be sincerely conveyed. Approachability. This is experienced in every verbal and non-verbal communication of a leader. I think of challenge. The way you are challenged is often the difference between being petrified and being thrilled. And of course, trust. Saying one thing and doing another is the quickest way to kill trust. And this is about aligning messages, making sure they are congruent. Fortunately, we have a rich heritage of charismatic leaders ready to inspire and teach those who are willing to listen and learn. Being ready to learn as well as commit to carving character. Because charismatic leadership requires huge character, and often that comes from the school of hard knocks. Character together with accurate self-reflection, keen observation of impact on others, willingness to listen and change, being surrounded by people who tell you the truth. These checks and balances ensure an ordinary person can be a great leader, someone mandated to do what's required, meet the challenge, and ensure that the collective potential of a team of people is achieved. When goals are bold, the challenge is daunting, and resources are scarce, what could be more important? Charismatic leadership could well be the difference between failure and success. Check out CDL's website for our other videos.